The neon sign crashed into the neighboring house. The storm must have been terrible. Not very sound, but it holds. I've never seen so many books in my whole life. They would crumble to dust if I touched them. A huge pile of debris blocks the passage. Concrete slabs weigh about a ton each. These look like some kind of terminals, but I don't see a button, just a cylindrical retaining fixture. No switch in sight. Maybe it can be activated by putting something into the cylindrical retaining fixture. Nigel!
Faye, don't come any closer. The floor is unstable.
I will get a rope. Then I can...
No, Faye. You have to...
Did you try the railing?
No, Faye. Faye, listen closely. It is really important that you listen to me very closely now. Find the 2nd San Francisco team. Find Salvador and Delvin.
Nigel! Let me...
2050 is too late. You must make another time jump. Here, in this console, I have... Now I know how we can stop the catastrophe from happening. The cyanobacterium. It's our last chance.
I don't understand.
I saved the information to 2 data crystals. One dropped when the floor caved in. Find it, give it to Salvador. He will know what to do.
Nigel, the other teams, they are all dead.
Give me your hand. The bacterium is the key. Ah!
Nigel!
Are you kidding me?
What? It was terrible. He was the only friend I had left. Why would I make up something like that?
Oh, come on. You know exactly what I'm driving at. First, this fencin', and now the bacterium? Why don't you just say it? My friend died for your research.
Doesn't that bother you?
By God, I'm certainly not a monster, but I begin to see where your fairy tale is going. Let's see. My blue-green algae, or cyanobacterium, is the future energy source. What's next?
Yes. What's next? I asked myself the same question back then.
We miscalculated! 2050 too late!
Hello? Who is there?
Abort mission! Get yourselves to safety.
Temporal echoes of the others. Wait a second. What's this? A distress signal! The 2nd San Francisco team is still alive! The source of the signal is less than 2 miles away. I need a boat! The 2nd team must be somewhere over there. That whole city is flooded. I must find a way to get across the water. It hangs from only one hinge, but looks safe. The globe only hangs on this hinge. It looks very sound. With my bare hands, not a chance. With my bare hands, not a chance. Yes, I think this is the proper tool. It hasn't sunk yet. It was made of some kind of durable plastic. Looks seaworthy. Maybe I can use this as a boat to find the other team. I need a paddle. The rod perfectly fits into the curve of the sheet handle. Let's see. Okay, what's next? It's not very sound. Yet. Yes, I can bind the parts firmly together with the rope. Hey, it looks like a paddle. Maybe I can use this as a boat to find the other team. And I have a paddle. Let's go. According to the display, the second capsule must be very close. The vehicle must have toppled over when the water level fell. Looks like there is something behind the canvas, but I can't get it off with my bare hands. Ugh! No, I can't pull it aside. It's fixed to somewhere. Barrels were hidden behind the canvas. They seem to be empty. A short board is sticking up from the mud. Salvador! Delvin!
Faye, is that you?
Everything okay with you?
Just a few scratches, but I don't know how long we'll be safe here. Where's Nigel?
He's dead, and the other teams. They are all dead.
Then you better think of something to get us out of here quickly, else you'll be the last survivor.
How can I help you?
You must find a way to take us away from here before the time capsule comes down on our heads.
But how?
We still have a rope.
We can use the harpoon to shoot it up to you, but that's all we can do.
Okay, let's try it. The board is too short. I'm not going to do that again. Ever. Delvin used the harpoon to shoot this rope up to me. How am I supposed to pull the two up with this? key is in the lock. This vehicle might actually still work. The key is in the lock. Let me see. It works! The car really started, but I'd better stop the engine for now. The rear axle is covered in mud. I can't clear the mud away with my bare hands. Yes, I should be able to clear the mud away with this. A rusted wheel rim is still attached to the rear wheel. I wonder what happened to the tire. A part of the bridge construction. And the wheel is done. I put the rope on the wheel rim. Good. That'll hold. The key is in the lock. Well then, let's go. And that was how I found Salvador and Delvin. The way back to the global was hell.
Honestly, I know the theories about climate change, and I truly believe something must be done about it. But what I don't understand is why you had to make up such an absurd story.
It's the truth.
San Francisco flooded, tornadoes in Europe, and all this as early as 2050? Ridiculous!
We calculate time differently than you do. Maybe it's 2500.
Oh, in that case, you can well talk to my son. He is continuing my research. He is the Svensson you are looking for.
Wait, I am sure. It was 2050.
Listen, I know the studies. My God, I prepared some of them myself. 2050 is nonsense, like the rest of your story.
You can't even predict the weather a week from now, and you really think half a century is too short a time?
Indeed. You turn your back for just a second, and 10 years have passed. The kid has grown up, the wife is ill, and...
And the poles have melted.
No, the world is continuous. It's only people that change.
If only that were true. As I said, it surprised us too.
Oh my, you really rehearsed your part well. Okay then, welcome to the 20th century. Continue. What does all this have to do with me?
I was about to get to that. As I said, the way back to the other time capsule was pure torture.
I really hope this story has a punchline.
Do you want me to continue or not?
Depends. How long will it take?
Fine, whatever. I'll make it short. We finally reached the global. Night had fallen by then, and we decided to camp in the ruins. Wow, I never thought we'd get out of this mess.
Don't you have stuff to do? This is no campfire, radio operator.
Come on, Salvador. I think it deserves some recognition. I mean, first the crane, and on the way back, that thing with the alligators.
Alligators? Oh, please.
You said you didn't want to hear that story.
Oh, crap!
Is there a problem, Delvin?
More than one, but I think we can get the capsule ready for one more start. It'll just be a bit risky, though.
We can't let that stop us.
What does a bit risky mean exactly?
We gathered data for the last time jump for years. We only have half an evening for this one. If I miscalculate, we could end up all across a period of 3 weeks in pieces.
Then you'd better not miscalculate.
Then I'd better not miscalculate. It's as simple as that.
What more do you need for the takeoff?
Well, let's see. I would need the exact date for starters, the temporal target coordinates, so to speak.
What else?
That's not quite as simple.
Can you be any more clear, pilot?
I need an atom.
An atom?
Aren't there enough around?
Yes, no. I need a specific one that has a quantum matrix to allow us to travel to the designated time.
Ah, I see. A pity I didn't bring my quantum microscope.
I told you it's complicated. Let's focus on finding out the right point of time first.
Right. The most important thing is that we prepare for this new situation. We need more information to adapt the mission profile.
I think Nigel had a plan. He gave me a data crystal. If we can find the second one as well, we might be able to figure out what he found out.
Data crystal? Let me see that. What's that supposed to be? Some sort of data storage unit?
I think so.
The old fool plummeted to his death for this? I always feared that his lack of objectivity would endanger the mission at some point. And now we're stuck here. Only 2 men left.
Hey!
Oh, Milady wants to help too. I'm holding my breath.
There's some kind of library on the other side of the street. I'm sure we can find all the information we need there.
A library? Was that why it took you so long to find us in the first place?
I didn't even know.
While others risk their lives, Milady takes some time off to read. Well done, Faye.
You know, that's really...
Shut up! I have more important things to do than listen to your babbling. If you want to say something, make sure it's something useful.
Why don't we travel into the past as far as possible?
Study 478. In order to be influenced, people have to perceive the problem first. We need a time where climate problems already exist for our infiltration to be successful.
I think so too. We're looking for a really small time window. The climate change must be known, but it mustn't be too far advanced yet.
So that would be the temporal needle in a haystack?
I'm not going to comment on that. Does someone have a serious suggestion?
It's pretty clear to me what we should do. We go to the library and search for...
No, I have a better plan. I will check out the library over there.
Whatever.
Maybe I can even find some kind of device to read out the data on the crystal.
I saw a few terminals.
Thanks, radio operator. I'm sure I would have found them even without your valuable contribution.
And don't forget that there's a second crystal. Nigel said...
Nigel was an idealistic contrarian. I can imagine what his plan was.
But...
Listen, radio operator. I am the highest-ranking officer on this mission now. You will do as I say. And I want to get a picture of the situation myself first. Any objections? No? Didn't think so.
Whatever did I do to him?
Don't take it personally. I think he's still upset because of the thing with the alligators. The pant trick worked, but Salvador is not one who likes to be shown up.